Welcome back to Breadcrumbs for Life, where simple steps lead to real results. This is Frances, and it's Self Care Saturday. I want to tell you about an email that I received the other morning. I get them every day. This is something that the post office sends to me to let me know what mail's coming so I can kind of get a jump on what might be coming in my mailbox. And I got my usual preview of the day's mail, but something caught my eye, and it was an envelope from the State Department of Revenue. So, anything time you get something from the government, you wonder, what is it? What have I done? So my brain went into stress mode. Am I being audited again? Or is this about last year's taxes? And I just started thinking about, man, I got to pull out those receipts. I've got to find all my documents. And my mind just raced the whole day. I wasn't at home when I saw the email, so I couldn't get home till later that afternoon. So it just stayed in the back of my mind. And even though I hadn't even touched the envelope, my mind was already in full swing. The pressure, the anxiety, and the things that I was going to have to do, the extra things I was going to have to do to prove that my state income tax form was correct. So it just was weighing me down. And I was thinking about conversations that I was going to have and building up that anxiety over and over. And it felt really real. So when I finally got home, I opened it immediately. And it was just a login notice. You get those things in the mail that say, "We've noticed that someone logged into your account and changed your password. If this was you, just disregard." And it was me. It was nothing to worry about. It wasn't a form or an audit or even a task that I had to do. It was just a system generated update. And I laughed because I thought, wow, I worried about this all day long. And it wasn't even something that needed worrying about. And that little bit of uncertainty created an entire storm inside of me. And that's where self care comes in. There's little things in the back of our minds that we're thinking about could happen or might happen. And we just let them continue to go in our minds and roll in our minds. So we need to be more aware of those things because sometimes we even feel a little bit off and we don't even know why. So it's good to just take some time and pause when that anxiety flares and notice what you're assuming and ask yourself, is it actually true? Do I have all the facts? Have I seen the envelope yet or what's inside it? So it means that we wait before we let our body carry the weight of the story that hasn't even played out yet. So, a question you can ask yourself when you're reacting to a partial story is, am I letting fear or assumptions fill in the rest of the story? Some action steps are to catch yourself when those thoughts start racing ahead, to pause and to breathe and ask what's real versus what's imagined. And notice the rituals of your day. Are they helping you stay calm or are they triggering stress? Even the foods that you're eating, is it going to make it worse or better? And adjust something when it feels off. The breadcrumb for today is when something feels off, pause and ask yourself if the story you're telling is true, and then adjust and move forward with clarity. It's better just to have peace rather than anxiety until you get the whole story. Trust me, I am one that worries way too much. So this is Self Care Saturday. This is Frances, and until tomorrow, leave a breadcrumb and make a difference.